Alive, we are alive, we are alive. Let me share the Zoom, let me share the YouTube live. Let me share everywhere. Let me share everywhere so we can see and we can join in. So I guess there's no need to record since the meeting is being live streamed. So I'm still going to be on YouTube. I'm still going to be on YouTube. So let me quickly just switch. Hi everyone. How are we doing? It's been a while we did this. It has been a while we did this. I'm guessing I should wait a few minutes so that more people can join in. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know in the live chat or in the comments. Yeah. Okay, okay. Let us get started. Okay, hi. Um, Let me see if I can see the YouTube live chat so I can interact more and live chats. Just comments are not supported in private videos. This video private, it's public now. Oh, video is showing that it's private. So what do I do? Let me see. So this video is private. I want to see comments. So I don't understand YouTube right now. I want to see comments. So I have to restart this live stream again. Or quickly just check how to um, public YouTube, how to make a private video public YouTube. So, checking out now. I really need to see our comments. I'm seeing on YouTube that 9 people are here, so I'll to make sure that you guys can comment. So just give me a sec. Okay. So maybe I'll check with the Zoom to find out why the video is private because it's taking a little bit of time to load. Let's hope the network is great today, guys. Let's hope the network is great today. It's taking a while to taking a little, okay. Okay, I've seen the solution. It says I should sign into YouTube, select content, make updates, laptop. All right, so let me quickly how to do that. To go to YouTube Studio. Uh, um, Let me quickly sign into YouTube Studio and then make it. By getting there. Once I'm able to make the video public, we'll start. In the meantime, thank you guys for joining live. I appreciate you guys. Today is going to be great. Yeah. Checking out for the live stream. Okay. Yeah, it shows that the video is public on YouTube. So I'm guessing there are no restrictions. Oh, okay. So I don't know what the issue is. There are no restrictions so far. So I'm still looking, supported. Okay, we're still live. Hopefully, we're still live. Did I get cut off? So if you're on here, while we're still trying to get the comments up, you can share this video with one or two people. Yeah, okay, we are up now. I can see the thank you. Hi, everybody. Yes. Wait. I can see the live chat now. Yes, I'm excited. Oh, hi, Jamaka. Hi, Emmanuel, Nathaniel, Dennis. Yeah, I'm so excited to have all of you here watching. Uh, Actually, yes, Nathaniel, I missed having this YouTube live actually, and I know the last time I said that I was going to be more like it was going to be more frequent, but in June we had to like take time and focus on. I had to take time and focus on my mentees and building a structure that I'm just very particular about them getting the best kind of training that'll be good for their journey. So I had to take that time to focus on, my mentees and structuring the mentorship in the most, beneficial way. And yeah, so we're going to have more lives. We're also going to have I'm also going to be having Zoom calls with the Telegram community. Like I said, I want to have a closer touch with the Telegram community. I like what they're doing on their trader community. The chat room is always buzzing Sunday to Sunday. Guys are always, sharing their analysis, making profit, sharing their experiencing, helping each other out, giving each other tips, posting what they've been doing. There's just a lot of community and communication going on there. And really, I don't even have to do much. I just come there and I look at what people are doing and I see that You guys are doing fantastic. Everybody there is doing fantastic, and just big ups to all of you on the Telegram. And then my mentees, big ups to all of you. I see the work you guys are doing. I see the effort you put in. It is one thing to want to learn, it's another thing to commit to being guided and being trained. So I really, really appreciate you guys. And I'm committed to you guys. I'm committed to making sure that you don't just come here and waste your time, and it will just be another training or another season where you just came, I learned this thing here, but you've not been able to apply it. And so I'm extra, rigid with my mentees, like I'm extra tough with them. Not as I even want to be, but it's a strict process with them, because it is one thing to will to do it, it's another thing to do it regardless of how you feel or the loss is. So I don't condone human variables and excuses from them. It is more of, you said you are going to do this, and so you have to do this, right? So it's a different process with them. And yeah, so let's get started on this live. Let's get started. Thank you guys. I see the comment. Hi Charles. Hi Samson. Yes, good to hear from you guys once again. Time for some sauce. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So the theme of this live is big losses, small profits. And that is like the story of so many traders. That's the story of, like, I don't know, that's the story of a lot of traders. I don't know who else has experienced this thing. If you have experienced it, just let me know. A period where, okay, you're making money, like you're trading, but when you make losses are huge. Like you just, maybe you have $1,000 in your account, and you're trading the $1,000, then you make profit of $50. Good. Make another profit of $30. Good. Make another profit of $100. Then when you lose like $200 at a stretch. So you're back to break even, or you're back to your capital. Then you trade again and you now lose another $100. And so you're on a drawdown. So let me know in the chat if you have experienced this thing, having big losses, and your profits are small. So you can't even tell yourself that you can't tell yourself that you're profitable. You can't tell yourself that you're making money. You can't tell yourself. So let me see it in the chat. You guys, let me know. Me, I will own it with my chest. I have experienced big losses and small profits several times in this trading journey, several times, more times than I can even count. I've experienced it. I have. Sonny said number one person. Honoria, they said my table. Honestly, the Zoom guys, I see you guys. Motola, I see you on the Zoom. Yeah, welcome. So this thing is very common. It's very common, and one of the things that I have now, you guys can start writing, because I'm going to be talking from my amazing book. Yeah, this book has everything. If you steal this book, you've stolen Dear Traders Trading Journey. So one of the things that I have learned in this trading journey is, and I keep saying it and I'll keep saying it, is to understand yourself. That's the first thing. Understand yourself as a trader. When you understand yourself as a trader, it changes everything. It changes your approach. It changes your outlook. It changes your perspective, and it also changes your results. So when you understand yourself and you understand your tendencies, you understand your greed, then you can now form a pattern or a type of trading that works for you. As our faces are different, that is how our minds are different. That's how our behaviors are different. That's how our approach to trading is different. And that's why you can go to the forex market or any other market that you're trading, commodities, crypto, and you see that in a place where you are buying, somebody else with all seriousness and all conviction is also selling, right? So you are wondering, what am I thinking that is different from this person? Or the person is thinking, what am I thinking that is different from this person? We all have different perspectives to and different approaches to trading. The moment we realize our own approach, the approach that works for us, that changes the game of our trading experience. That's what changes it. And so in my trading journey, I was experiencing losses, more losses than wins, or big losses and small profits for a while. And I was wondering, why am I experiencing this thing? Like, why can't I make profits that will cover up these losses? Like, why can't I make, like, let me use the $1,000 example. For example, I'm trading $1,000. Why am I not making $600 on a stretch, like $400? You know, why is my profit not huge? And why are my losses huge? Why am I making a lot of losses? Before I realized a couple of things, and those are the things I want to share with you, guys. The first thing I said was discovering yourself, like find out yourself, ask yourself questions. A question that I asked myself before I decided to go on the journey of self-discovery was, I really asked myself, are you not tired of losing money? Like, think about it. Like, this is what you want to do with your life. You say you're a trader, but you're just losing money. Like, loss is not the tire you, right? I was asking myself that question. Are you not tired? Like, are you not fed up? Are you not exhausted? Is this thing not tiring? Like, do you not want to stop losing money like this? Are you not tired? You need to change the game. There's something that you are not doing. There's something that somebody else is doing right that you need to learn. You need to figure it out. It is not strategy again. You've learned all the strategies you need to, but you've not been able to convert that knowledge into profitability. What is the problem, right? When I asked myself that question, the answers began to come up. And then one of the first answers that I got was, I don't know anything about risk management. I don't know the right things I need to know about risk management. So we go on and on. We're talking about risk management, but and even risk management can be personally tailored, can be tailored to you. You can have your own way of managing your risk, right? So I didn't know how to risk my money well. So when you don't know how to risk your money well, you're going to be experiencing profits and losses that you cannot properly account for. So if I see a trading opportunity and I enter that trading opportunity, like I take that trade, I see that the trade is a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. The question is, how much money am I making out of this trade? It is not that if the trade goes in my favor or it goes against me, I should know how much money I am making out of this trade and how much money I am losing in this trade. It is very important. Like, once you are very particular about the amount of money, winning and losing trades will not be your issue. You know how people can post their charts and they'll just show you you see their trading view, you see long position, you see short position, and then you see that the trade went in their favor. You'll be seeing risk reward ratio of 1 to 1 million. And you're like, this person don't make money. Meanwhile, the person used a 0.01 lot size, and that was a very small lot size compared to what they were expecting to make. And so I might post a risk reward ratio of 1 to 3, but did I risk 1 to 3 in reality? How much of my account did I risk? Did I even understand what I was risking? So these are questions that you need to ask yourself so that you don't get caught up in the noise of I won a trade or I lost a trade. once you are able to balance or determine how much money or how much of your account in terms of percentage you are growing per trade, that changes the game for you. You no longer see trading as, you no longer see wins as, you don't see it the same way other people see it. Oh, I won this trade or I lost this trade. That's great. But did you increase your account by a good percentage? Did your account grow 3%? Did it really grow 3%? Did it really grow 4%? Did it really grow 5%? Did you really hit your 10% mark? Did you really do that? Or you just took a trade and you won, but fear catch you and you reduce your risk to 0.01? Realistically speaking. So when I realized that I need to pay attention to my risk management, I don't just need to calculate risk management and say, oh, and say I'm risking 1% of my account, or I'm risking 1% of my account and I'm entering this trade, and then I don't enter the trade with the risk that I said I was going to enter. Second thing I had to deal with was the fear of risk. Fear of risk, not fear of trading, not fear of entering market, fear of risk. So as traders, we understand that trading is a risky business. It's risky. We've heard it from beginning. In fact, when you want to sign up on your brokerage account, they will tell you, disclaimer, you can lose all your money. For us, it's risky. Our brain shuts down when we hear you can lose all your money. What we are seeing is you can buy Ferrari overnight. You can make all accounts from $10 to $10,000. That's the thing we are seeing. That's what we are hearing. Then we go online and we see people posting 1 to 1 million risk reward ratio. We see people posting different things. And I'm sorry, guys, it says my network is unstable, so I hope you can still hear me. If you can hear me, please just comment on the, let me see your comments on the chat. Let me see your comments on the chat, please. Let's see your comment on the chat. Okay, someone says they can hear me. Great, fantastic. Okay, good. Yeah. I'm not seeing the live chat on I'm not seeing the live chat on YouTube again. Okay, all right, you can hear me. Okay, please guys, just let me know. Let me know, so I'm not going on and I'm very particular about this. Okay, so I was saying, let me get back to what I was saying. I got distracted for a bit. So I was saying that the fear of risk, yeah, that's what I was saying, fear of risk. I had to deal with, that was the second thing I had to deal with, fear of risking my money. So we hear that it's a risky business, it's risky. But when we go and we are even afraid to calculate our risk. We just want to enter this trade, it will go well, make I enter 5 lots. Boom. You enter 5 lots and the markets will dip like deeper life against you, right? And then you're wondering, what's happening? That's where you make your big losses. That's where the big losses is, when you're afraid to understand your risk, when you're afraid to deal with risk. If you deal with risk management, if you deal with risk, fear of risk, everything that has to do with risk, your trading game will change. Your trading perspective will change. Your approach to trading will change. Whether you make profits, whether you make losses, as far as you know what you are going to get in that market, you know what you're doing, you are good to go. That's it. If you're able to, like, I'm taking time to talk about you dealing with this risk management, fear of risk. So now let me give a scenario. You're a trader. I'll use $1,000. The $1,000 is the case study for this particular video. If you have $1,000 and you come to the market and you want to risk, I don't advise anybody to risk more than 3% of their account on a trade. That's not my advice. You can get advice anywhere else to risk 1,000,000%. But for me, I don't advise you on a particular trade, do not risk more than 3% of your accounts if you want to remain, if you want to stay if you want to continue being a trader, right? If you want to stay in this game and you want to call yourself, when they look at you and say, who are you? You say, I'm a forex trader. Don't risk 3% on an account or on a trade that you are taking. So I come to the market, I see a trade potential. Trade is supposed to give me a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, right? With 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, I'm guessing I'm making 2% of, if I risk 3% on a particular trade, I'm guessing I'll make, I'm going to make $300 on that trade, right? That's the amount of money, 3%, $300 on that trade. What you are supposed to do is, when you have calculated that risk, when you've calculated that percentage, you're supposed to go to your charts. And when you see the entry opportunity, you're supposed to take it. Now, understand that if you are risking 3% of that particular amount of money, of that account, if you're risking 3%, 1 to 2, you're supposed to make $600. You're supposed to make 6%, right? If it's 1 to 3. So 1 to 1, let me break it down. 1 to 1 risk reward ratio means that you are risking the same amount you're looking to gain, and that's poor risk management. 1 to 2 means that you are risking, you're looking to gain twice the amount you are risking. Then 1 to 3 means that you are looking to gain 3 times the amount you are putting at risk, right? So if you see a trade that is 1 to 2, that's the example. We've seen a trade 1 to 2. We are trading GBP USD, and we want to make 2 times the amount of money we are putting at risk. And then our risk percentage on that trade is 3% of our account. It means that if the trade goes against us, we don't want to lose more than 3% of our accounts, or we are risking 3% of our accounts. Now, when we are risking 3% of our account on a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, we are looking to get 6% interest. 6% interest, right? So what you are supposed to do is accept the fact that if this trade goes against you, 3% don't go. 3% is gone. When you have accepted that fact, then you can now move on to enter your trade. If you have not accepted it, do not enter the trade and be praying that, let this trade go in my favor. Whatever prayer you're supposed to do is before you enter your trade. Whatever speaking in tongues you're supposed to do it before you enter your trade. Whatever planning you're supposed to do, everything happens before you enter your trade, so that your mind is stable. If 3% no carry, you can reduce it to 2%. If 2% is too much, you reduce it to 1%. But you should be able to bear your risk. Yeah, you should be able to see that you lost this money and it's okay. Once you have a particular percentage that you can be okay risking, maintain that percentage until you can risk more. So for example, I used to be a 1% risk person, like I'm risking 1%, sorry, 0.5 rather, not even 1% per trade. To risk 1% used to be a lot for me. And so I did this experiment where I was risking just 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. And then when I noticed that my wins were more than my losses, that is the amount of trades I was winning, I now decided to up my risk percentage to 1%. I increased the risk percentage to 1%, and I was trading, and then I was making profits. But then again, I decided that how about I hit a 10% target in a short period of time. A 5% target on an account in a short period of time. I want to hit 5% in a day or two. It means that I have to risk more. So I had to tell myself, okay, risking this more, how is it going to affect me? Am I going to feel it if I lose it? And the answer was no. It means that I had built risk tolerance, right? And so I decided to risk 2% in two trades. 2 trades alone, I was able to surpass the percentage targets that I got. 2 winning trades. I took 3 trades, 2 were winners, 1 was a loser, 1 was a loss. And I was able to surpass that target because I was able to build risk tolerance. And it wasn't about the target anymore. It was the question I asked myself was, am I okay risking this amount? If I was not okay risking that amount, I would stay on the 1%. And I have not even gotten to risking 3%. I don't risk up to 3% of my account on a trade. I've not gotten there mentally to be able to accept it. I'm building risk tolerance. I'm building risk capacity. I'm building what I can bear as a trader. So that when I'm risking 3%, I'm not feeling it. But then again, I need to get results from the percentage, from my risk appetite, from the percentage I'm risking. I need to see that I can get positive results from this thing. So if I can get positive results consistently, I can now up my risk. I can even now up my capital. But if I'm not getting positive results, I need to stay on what I'm doing until I begin to see those positive results. That is one of the ways that you can cut off making expensive trades. That's what I call them. They are just expensive. You can't afford it, but you are buying it, you are selling it. So when they say cut your coat according to your size, in Forex, we say risk according to your appetite. That's what you should do. When you are able to risk according to your appetite, you will not know whether you have big appetite or small appetite. That way, you are not able to cut down on the big losses because you know that true, I cannot manage 3% risk. I cannot manage 5% risk. What I can manage is 1% risk. It will also show you the third thing that will happen is you will now begin to see your profitability, like how profitable you are as a trader. When you are able to gauge how profitable you are, it will help you to know what kind of risk you should take. Because if you are not so profitable and you're taking big risks, you'll be losing a lot of money. You'll be making big losses. So, for example, you are in a trading week, maybe the maximum amount of trades which is okay. Like it's okay to not be so profitable. Understanding while you're trying to understand your strategy, it's okay, right? Don't let anybody put you under pressure. There's nobody that is cashing out back to back. No single trader on earth, right? It doesn't matter what people show you online. Ignore it. Focus on your own journey. So if the highest number of trades that you can win in a week is 2 trades, it's profitable. You take 4 trades, you lose 2, you win 2. You need to make sure that on the days that you win, it surpasses the days that you lose, right? So I'm losing twice and I'm winning twice. I need to get trading opportunities that enable me to make amount of money at least twice. Can be 3 times, can be 4 times, but you're getting opportunities that is going to make you, more money. That way, you can gauge that, okay, I took 4 trades, I risked 1%, I lost 2%, I made 4% I made 2% in recovery. So at the end of the week, you are 2% profitable. I hope I'm clear. I hope I'm clear. So if you understand, if you are like working within your risk appetite, it can help you see how profitable you are. If you are the kind of trader that has up to 3 wins in a week and maybe 1 loss, you know that, okay, you can up your risk. If you up your risk, if you increase your risk, your reward is you are fine. If you lose a trade, maybe you win 3 trades and you lose 1 trade, it's not going to set you back so far. And you are still using the same risk level, not you are getting cocky, you are getting overconfident. No, you are, if you know that with the same risk, eventually you'll be profitable. Eventually profitable. So that is one of the ways that you figure out how you are profitable, when you manage your risk. When you manage your risk, when you understand your risk, that is how you cut those big losses, right? And then you now begin to increase your profits. So my Zoom is quite shaky. Your risk management here, and then scaling. Yeah, scaling your trades, and then planning your trades. Planning your trades before you get into the trade. Planning trades for, you've been getting value. Let me see some comments before I continue. We're going to wrap up this live in a bit. And I came here particularly to talk about the fact that the thing that makes you experience big losses is nothing more than your ability to to figure out like learn yourself, your ability to understand risk, your ability to realize that yes, you are truly afraid of risking. When you test truths like that, then you can give answers. And so you have to figure out a risk percentage that works for you based on the appetite that you have. Based on your appetite, you have to figure out a risk percentage that works for you. And then when you figure out your risk percentage, it will help you to understand how profitable you are as a trader. If your strategy gives you more profits than losses, like if your strategy is a 50, if it is a 50, 40, 60 strategy, or 40, 70 strategy, you understand that, okay, 40% losses, 60% wins, you understand that you can have a better risk appetite. If your strategy is one that is 50-50, you know that you have to have a stable risk appetite. When you have a stable risk appetite, you can now build your strategy. You can now build yourself, you can now fine-tune your strategy in a way that those trades that make you fine-tune your strategy by just figuring out the kind of trades that make you lose money, like the kind of scenarios that give you a losing trade. When you're able to figure out the kind of scenarios, then you now avoid them. When you avoid those losing trading, like those losing trade setups, you will now pay attention more to your winning trades. Some traders call it your what's it called? Your profitability setup, or your A grade trades, right? Those trades that give you quality entry opportunities and give you a good risk reward opportunity. You now pay attention to them. By doing that, you change your strategy from 50-50 to a 60-40, or to a 30-70. Just by figuring out the scenarios that make you lose money, and doing away with trading, taking those. Yeah, if you are able to do that, you change your win rates. You change your win rates. And when you are able to spot your high probability setups, yeah, that's what I was thinking about, high probability setup. When you are able to spot your high probability setup, then you can now begin to take your high probability setup trades. So the last thing I'm going to talk about with regards to this setup is that you don't have to figure out those trading opportunities that give you money. You don't have to trade from Monday to Sunday, really. You don't have to trade from Monday to Sunday. You just need to take the trades that give you your high probability setups. You need to look for those trades. You need to take those trades. Don't hesitate on those trades. Don't waste time on those trades. Don't wait for 1 million confirmations. Don't go and check Telegram and see who has the same bias as you. No. Your business is not with people who have the same bias as you. It shows that my network is unstable. Please let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Zoom guys, let me know if you can hear me. Telegram, let me know if you can hear me. YouTube, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know. So that, anyways, I'm still going to save this video here. So, just in case I'm not being heard right now, you can always come back and watch. And yeah, you can come back and watch and just refresh yourself. Make sure no profits. Come and watch this video to help you, to really help you. So last thing I was saying is that you need to focus on those high probability setups, those trading setups that will make you money, right? Focus on those setups, look out for them. And by looking out for them means that it's practice. It means that you're going to be taking trades that might not, you're going to be taking trades that might not be profitable just for like trial, right? You might be, you're trying to figure out what works for you. In trying to figure out what works for you, you may take trades that are not great. So it's practice. Don't practice with your life savings. You can practice on demo. I think I'll talk a bit about demo trading before we go off, because I know there's a craze about let's trade live, let's go and buy this prop firm, let's go and buy that. Demo trading is not bad. See, if you are demo trading, maybe you don't have capital, demo trade with your full chest. We'll get back to that, but let's finish what we're talking about with regards to high probability setups. I was saying that you should focus on those high probability setups, and in those trades, in taking those high probability setup trades, like in trying to figure out what the high probability setup is, you will make mistakes, right? Because it is practice, it's lesson. You're trying to, what you're doing is you're either back testing or you're forward testing. However way you're testing it, you're just trying to figure out yourself. Give yourself that time to try and figure it out. Maybe you take a month, you take 2 months. Just try and figure out. The 2 months is going to pass anyway. So it's better that in 2 months you discovered what works for you, than in 2 months you are chasing the wind, chasing everything. Once you just see somebody wants to buy gold, you want to buy gold. Meanwhile, your setup is telling you that gold is going to sell. And then the person buys gold and doesn't make money. And then you follow them to buy gold. But meanwhile, the market was going to dip, was going to go in your direction. So you don't need that confusion. You need to center yourself in, like, trading is you versus you. It is your bias, it is your perspective, your bias, the market, your trade, your results. It's not anybody else's results. It is your own, you specifically. So take that time to practice what works for you. Take the time to practice what works for you. If you don't take time to practice, you're going to be chasing the wind. And after a long time, because trading is addictive, you can get so used to it, you can get so involved in it, and time will pass. 2 months, 3 months, 4 months will pass, and then you realize that I've not really learned anything about myself. I'm still chasing the wind. I'm still trying to get this best strategy. I'm still trying to get this best entry. I'm trying to get sniper entry. I'm trying to stack I'm trying to use big lot size. I'm trying to blow. I'm trying to flip. If flipping does not work for you, stay away from flipping. If stacking does not work for you, stay away from. If moving from one strategy to another does not work for you, stay away from it. You don't have to do what everybody is doing in order for you to be profitable. You just need to know what works for you. Every successful trader doesn't trade the same strategy, but they are successful. Why? Because they figured out what works for them. That is it. That's just it. That's long and short. So take out that time, that period of time to figure out what works for you. Having like a good risk management appetite. Maybe you don't risk more than 2% of your account. And your trading strategy gives you like at least 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. So you know, okay, you have a good strategy going. And the strategy gives you maybe 50%, right? And you want to profitability. You want to make substantial amount of money more than you're making. You now focus on your strategy and take out all those trading, take out most of those trading setups that make you lose money. While you are taking that process of training and practice, while you're taking out those low probability trade setups, you realize that it is not really the trade setup that was the problem, it was your mind, right? It's either maybe you were chasing the market that day, or maybe you were not emotionally stable, maybe you were revenge trading. Maybe you took a trade, you lost money, the market decided to go in your favor, so you wanted to jump in and enter again. You realize that most of those low probability trade entries were you, right? Or maybe you come to the market at a time when the market is consolidating, right? And you are buying and selling in consolidation, right? You realize that it was you. So what will happen now is that whenever you spot a consolidation, you wait for the breakout before you enter your trade, right? Whenever you market and you have rules in trading, you realize that chasing the market is not good. Or let me, if I didn't see my trade set up today, tomorrow is another day. I'll trade tomorrow. So you take your mind off that pressure that even if everybody's making money that day, don't worry. It's not about everybody making money. It's about you making money. Remember, it's about you. So don't think about everybody traded today, everybody bought GBP USD, 100 pips, chai. Now wow. You tomorrow come and catch your own 50 pips. Because who knows, if you chase that market today, maybe you will not make money. So come tomorrow with a fresh mind, catch your own trades, have your own, when you catch your own trade, you have your own data to write down about how you trade. Once you figure out that it's a you game, changes everything. When you realize that it's about you, it's not about what's happening outside of your space, that's what changes the game. So many traders that are successful, that have gotten results, they took time to learn themselves and figure out themselves. That's why you cannot replicate. You notice that there's a particular trader that is making millions of money, and somehow there are still some people around the person that has not made money. It's not them, it is that it is a personality. You have to become a kind of person in order for you to be profitable. People cannot take out their personality and put in another person. They will only tell you what they are doing right, but you have to figure out from what they are telling you. It is not necessarily what they are doing, but the mindset they have towards what they are doing. And when you figure out if you have the right mindset, you begin to learn yourself and you begin to make trading decisions that is based off of your mindset. And if there are things about your mindset you need to change, you begin to alter it. That is it. And then somebody will be asking you, when do you trade? You'll be telling them, me, I trade London session only. What currency pair do you trade? I trade only gold. And they're wondering, why are you trading only gold? There's GBP JPY, there's GBP USD, there's US 30, there's this. You figured out what works for you. Many people trade volatility pairs, but you see me, I can never trade gold. I mean, let me not say never. But I am very opposed to trading gold. I just focus on my GBP USD in peace. You know why? Because I've discovered what works for me. I don't like quick money. You understand? I don't like losing money quickly. I like making money quickly, but I don't like losing money quickly. So if I don't like losing money quickly, I'll stay away from what makes me lose money quickly. And that is gold. The first account I ever blew was a gold. I traded gold. I lost that money before I opened my eye. Like I just closed eye, open up, money went. And so I just realized that this thing is too volatile for me. Let me stick with what is steady, currency pairs. That's self-discovery, like realizing what works for you. So imagine I'm seeing so many people trading gold and US 30, and I want to jump on that wagon. What's going to happen is I'm going to be distraught. Anytime I'm in a trade, I'm going to be anxious that, hey God, oh, I beg, any small thing now, this account will blow. I'll be traumatized. So you need to find out what works for me. Some people, they don't like that slow movement that GBP USD used to do. People don't like it. It's so slow. It's not quick enough. So if it doesn't work for you, figure out what works for you. Some people don't want to trade only one currency pair. They like forex polygamy. So they'll trade more than one. They'll trade two, trade three, trade four, trade several markets. That's what works for you. Figure it out. But you need to figure out what works for you. That is what takes you from that place of experiencing big losses to experiencing small losses. When you can win the game of making small losses, then we can now look at your profitability. But if you can reduce your losses to a minimum, you've done what 70% of traders don't do. Once you can reduce the amount of money you're losing, your wins now become second nature. Your wins now become second nature. And now I'll go into the demo trading before we wrap up. Okay, someone said I should talk about how I was able to balance trading and schooling. I finished school a very long time ago. And if you have questions, you can just put it so I'll answer quickly. I finished school a long time ago. And so I started trading after in my national service. I did NYSC in 2018. I started learning Forex in 2019. Started trading proper 2020. So I took like 2019 to learn trading mostly, right? Then I started learning Forex properly in 2020. But for students, I usually say focus on what is priority to you at the time. Priority to you when you're a student is learning, and I know people have different life circumstances and different things put pressure on people differently. So if you are, the answer is with you, like the answer. If you are a student, you want to come out of school successfully, make sure you focus on your studies. Don't try to be a millionaire in school with Forex. Forex will embarrass you if that's what you want to do. The time that you're in school and you're learning your schooling, whatever course you're studying, use that same time to learn Forex as a student. Learn it, learn everything you need to learn. If it's demo you need to trade, don't collect money from people and say you want to change that money. See, this is free advice for your future. Don't take any money. Don't take any money from anybody and say you want to trade it, even if they put money on your table. Bam, look elsewhere, because that's not how it works. You mess with your journey to learn. It's like you want to be a doctor. You love it so much, you're passionate about it, you want to be a surgeon. And in your first year of learning how to be a doctor, they just put the dead body in front of you and they tell you to do autopsy. And you carry knife and you start opening up the body. And then you find out that you do a wrong analysis, wrong autopsy. And you buy markets, you have issues. That's what, don't let the money be your problem. Once you get the knowledge, that's all you need. The knowledge is the gold. The knowledge is the gold. The knowledge is the most important thing that you need to learn. Once you are once you are good with the knowledge, once you gain the knowledge, then whatever account or whatever amount of money that you are risking is now second nature. The amount, whatever amount you get is now what you can manage. Second nature is something that you will now be able to manage. So as a student, just to wrap this up, as a student, focus on schooling. Don't let anybody rush you in life. It's a journey. Even if people are cashing out, let them cash out. You just focus on your journey. It's time. Time tells everything. Time reveals everything. You just focus on getting the best kind of knowledge. Understand that trading is not the kind of thing that will give you money overnight, right? It's not trading that will give you money overnight. So when if you are looking for trading to give you money overnight as a student, you want to come out of school and blow, then you don't understand the principle of process, the principle of seed, time, and harvest, right? Sow the seed of knowledge and continue watering it, and in due time you will reap the harvest. That's why it's seed, time, harvest. So learn, just focus on learning. And if you need to go through mentorship, go through mentorship. Mentorship is what changed my journey. Like it arranged me. Because I was just here and there, just doing trading by myself. Mentorship guides, right? Mentorship will guide you. So go through mentorship. It's very helpful, right? I hope this was a good answer. And thank you guys so much. Someone said, how can one not risk more than 1% on a $20 account? Okay. So on a $20 account, $20 accounts, those are small accounts. And to be honest, I don't really trade $20 accounts unless it's flipping, right? So the money is small. And if you want to grow the money steadily, you can use the minimum, like the lowest lot size, I think is 0.01 for every trade that you take. Okay, so you can be using 0.01, 0.01, 0.01, 0.01, right? You can be using 0.01 and be growing it from 20 to 21, 25, 30, and when you get to $100, you can now apply the proper risk management, maybe 1%, or if you still want to keep doing 0.01, you can grow it up to an account that you're okay applying risk management. That's what I'll just tell you if you have a small account like $20. Most people who have small accounts want to flip it. They want to do 20 to 30, 20 to 50. And but if that is too much for you, you can take this advice. Like if flipping is too much risk for you, you can take this advice and just trade with 0.01 on every trade, just 0.01, 0.01, 0. Whatever it gives you. If it's 20 to 22, just collect it. It's little by little that you grow it, right? You have to be patient with that account. It's little by little you grow it. You have to be patient with it. Yeah. So that's it for like the $20. So those who have $20 to $300 buy Profem after getting the skills. I'm not sure I understand the question, but I'm saying yes, 0.01, only one position per trade. That's my own advice. So that's my own advice. I can't advise you. Anybody else can give you another kind of advice, but that's my own advice on $20 account. If you don't want to lose it and you want to just want to be trading, but more importantly, forex is really, it's good to trade your capital, whatever you have. It's also, there's money available. That's one of the things that we should also know and be okay with it. There's money available. So with the knowledge that there's money available, the money will stay with the people who know how to handle it. So the question is, are you learning how to handle money? So learning how to handle money means that you're learning how to be good at risking the money that you have access to. Because if you get access to Profem, that's money now. If you know how to trade and pass your Profem challenge, and then you're getting your returns monthly, you're following your rules, good. If you don't want to trade Profem and then you now have access to good capital, right? If you have access to good capital, you know you'll be able to manage it well. So if you are looking to, grow and do better, go through the phase of, especially if you're a beginner. You know how people say go live, so you deal with the emotions quickly, you get it over with. You will not get it over with. You will not get it over with if you just move from demo straight to live. If you don't even allow yourself to trade them, you will not get it over with. This thing they will not tell you. This thing I'm telling you, they will tell you outside. Trade your demo. Allow yourself to understand the tips and tricks of trading, the dynamics of trading. Allow yourself to see your strategy play out over again. Allow yourself to see yourself, like, set trading targets, meet those targets, surpass those targets. That is it. That's the trading. Treat your demo account like it was your live account. So that when you get live accounts, your brain automatically doesn't think demo live. There may be a few emotions, there will be a few emotions here and there, but you'll be able to move past it quickly. You know why? Because you've solidified in your mind a system of trading that naturally your brain operates based on that system of trading. So what you need to do now is, when you have the live account, you just shut off your emotions. You try your best to shut off your emotions. Anything you need to do is to take away your emotions and keep your mind centered on what you know you've applied, what you know you've done that has worked for you. You do it. And that's when you see a change in the game. So allow yourself to trade demo. There are traders that have been in this game for 3 years, 4 years. They're not making money because they did not allow themselves to allow demo to teach them. Like, there is a process, in any school that you are going to, you have practice. It's like when you are in university and it's time for you to go for internship, so that you can go and learn how the industry you are in works. You want to skip internship, and then you want to once you start the business, you want to move to manager level. Do your internship very well. Be excellent with your internship. That is it. Allow yourself to trade your demo. When you are good with your demo, then you can now apply for prop firm. You can trade demo as if it was a prop firm account they give you. Follow the same risk. So you're not going to be your last $20, $50, you now use and buy prop firm account. You will not be trading fear trading. Don't do that. It's the same thing now. Take your demo account. The prop firm account you aspire to trade, maybe it's 50K you aspire to trade. Open a 50K demo, trade it, meet the 10% target, meet the 5% target. If you fall short of it, why am I falling short of it? Figure it out, do it all over again, do it again and again until you get it right, until you're able to pass that mock prop firm, your demo prop firm. Yeah, until you're able to pass it like 2, 3, 4 times. You understand the system of passing it. That's why I said the risk management comes in. If you are risking too small and you don't hit your targets, but you are profitable, you can increase your risk, right? You can increase your risk. Then when you increase your risk, you can now see, okay, how many trades will I take to make me pass this challenge? Then you apply it, practice. That's it. This is I'm giving you guys. It's free of charge. It's very, 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 very important. Once you practice it and you apply it and it gives you results, you pass it this month, you pass it next month, you pass it, then you can now take your money, buy that prop, do the same thing again. You can buy 2 or 3, right? Just keep it at bay. If you do it this month, you didn't get it this month, you try again next month. You've applied it before, it has worked. All you do is replicate it. Simple. All you do is replicate it. That's it. That's it. That's it, guys. That's it. That's it. Practice. Make sure that you practice. I'm going to take one or two more questions, then we'll call it a day. And I'm going to do this again. I really enjoyed you guys' company, really. So I'm going to do this again soon. Let me know how frequently you guys want me to have these lives, and if there's anything you want me to do, for you guys, just let me know in the comment section. I'm feeling generous. So Someone asks, do you scale out on your trades? If so, how far does the market run in your favor before you scale up? Thank you. Okay, so scaling in trades is basically increasing your lot size. Now, scaling depends on your ability to stabilize, to understand how profitable you are. Don't scale until you have been able to start with entering just one trade, allowing that trade to run in your favor from entry to take profits. Monitor how that thing happens daily, and you can monitor it for a period of a month. So if you notice that you just enter one trade, you enter with one lot size, and it gives you the results you're looking for, right? Then you can see your win rate, how profitable you are. So if you can see how profitable you are, and you now figure out your high probability setups, only scale on your high probability setups. Only scale on your high probability setups, right? So if you see a high probability setup and you want to increase your risk, you increase your risk at a safe retracement level. So when you enter the trade and the trade makes a move in your favor and it retraces, and in that continuation, you can now scale. Now, do not stack. That's what I'm not saying you should stack. Stacking comes with experience. Even scaling comes with experience, right? So start with seeing how well you risk on how well you do on just entering one trade, from entry to take profit, entry to take profit, entry to take profit. Just allow your trade to reach your take profits. Just be aligning it. So it may look like you're letting a lot of money go, but you are learning yourself. You are learning what works for you. You are learning how well your strategy works. When you figure out how well your strategy works, then you can now start scaling. Maybe if you enter a trade with 2% risk, you can now increase your risk percent by another 1% or another 2%. So that is at retracements, high probability trades, of course, and you can now see if it works. If it doesn't work, make sure that you apply whenever you're testing something, test it out on them. Don't test it out on your live account. Okay. So when you scale and you see it works, you scale and you see it works, you scale and you see it doesn't work, figure out what's making it work, figure out what's making it not work. That is it. So when you try to apply something new and it doesn't go in your favor, it's not the end, and it doesn't mean it's not going to work. You just need to apply it a few more times to see the pattern of it to show you a way, the pattern, the stable patterns, the way it works, right? You figure out, okay, this is whenever I scale here, whenever I scale like this, right? Whenever I scale here, whenever I scale like this is what happens. Okay. Then you now begin to figure out the best scaling scenario. That's it. Figure out your best scaling scenario. I hope I was able to answer your question, Mr. Noria there. And Logosu Zize, wow, your name is amazing. Says, please, do you have a training and mentorship program? Of course I do. I offer training and mentorship. The link is somewhere in the description in my bio. If you follow me on Instagram, the link is in my bio. If you're on my Telegram, I usually send the links. So if you want to reach me directly, the link to my email is there and it's on my Instagram, and the link to my mentorship is on the Instagram. So Instagram is dear.trader. Let me even type it because there are a couple of clones that are but it's safer if you email me, right, on Instagram. Let me type my IG handle here. Email. I don't know if it's safe for me. No, people these days, they are crazy. So I'll type my email here so you can send me an email. My email is dearforextrader@gmail.com. No added dots, no added underscore. If you see something like that, please run. It's dearforextrader@gmail.com. It's not complicated. So I'm typing it out. Dear Forex Trader, yeah. So if you want to reach out to me directly on IG, you can send me a DM. you can send me an email, forex_trader@gmail.com, and I'm going to respond to you. Yes, so I don't yet have a number that you can call and reach out to, and I'm really trying to not put my phone number out there. I know we understand why. So when that happens, I'm definitely going to, like, when I get the number and I get someone that can, manage all those calls for me and give people the proper information, then I'm going to, because I'm very particular about the information. When that happens, I'm going to let you guys know. So someone said I should go live every Monday, Friday, and Saturday. It's plenty now. It's plenty. I can't do that. I can't do that frequently. I would love to, but I can't do it that frequently. I still have one-on-one sessions with my mentees, like one-on-one, me and the mentee, we sit down, we talk about stuff. So it's a lot of meetings. And after having one-on-one, I have general classes. So when I have general classes, those classes are long. That is for the mentees. So it's a lot. I also need to trade. I need to plan. I need to create materials that are helpful. I know some people have been using my journaling template and it has worked. Somebody passed a consumer traders challenge. I would have even loved to have him on the call. So I'll even be having some guys that I've seen, taking what I've done and doing it well. Some guys that I see doing well. I'd love to have them on this Zoom as well. So you guys just look out. I'll be collaborating as well with the Zoom. And so if you don't have my trading template, it's free. It's free of charge. Just go to I'll put it on my Instagram. I'll figure out a way to put a link to it on my Instagram, so you can get my trading journal template. It's really helpful. It helps you to track your trading, your journey as a trader. It's very helpful. So I'll put a link to it on my Instagram. So go follow the Instagram. And yeah, so the live sessions, I'll look towards having it at least once a week. It can be once, it can be twice. So I'll select a day, maybe Mondays like this, I'll select a day that works. And yeah, Mondays like this, I'll select a day that works. So if we don't do Mondays, then we can do Fridays. So I'll just figure out those days that are helpful, and then we'll do the live. And so if you're on Telegram, I want to have like a Zoom just for Telegram guys. I like the energy so much there. So I just want to interact with Telegram guys. So join. Telegram is free, Signal free, everything there is free. Join it. If you want to join the mentorship, please go ahead and join the mentorship. I offer 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year mentorship. So the 1 year mentorship is more like a lifetime mentorship actually. So if you sign up for the 1 year, get access to me until you are tired, right? And some of my mentees, they are here. They've been mentees for years. They are still here. And I still give them attention. They are still relevant to me. They are important to me because I know that Forex is a journey it's a long journey. So I'm not just going to say, you did 1 year, bye-bye. No, right? You can always, like, even if you go off the grid and go off the radar, every trader who has gone through trading understands that you need to be patient with other traders because it's not easy. It's not an easy journey. You need to be patient. Traders are the kindest people. So if you meet a trader that is profitable and you are struggling, the trader will not tell you why are you profitable, you are this, you are that. And the trader understands because they've gone through that journey. And so me, I'm all about allowing people to go through their journey and to stabilize so that the story will be great, to be a good story that I did trading for a year, for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and I got my footing finally. If you keep working at it, you figure out, you get profitable. If you are serious and you want to make money for it, there's a way to do it. It's not the noise outside. It starts with you. Once you're able to just discipline yourself and say, let's do this thing right, you get it. Over time, you get it. You may not see it immediately, but over time, you get it. Okay, so that's it. I hope this live has been really helpful. I hope it has really, if you want to listen again, you can go back and play it and, watch and listen and share it with somebody that you want to see it. And if you want to join the mentorship, join the mentorship. If you want to join Telegram, join the Telegram. However you want to get on board and get carried along, just do it. I post a lot on Instagram, I post on Threads, I post on Telegram. I have the mentorship. I'm uploading 2 or 3 videos this week on YouTube. So just be on the lookout of those videos. It's going to help you. Just be on the lookout for those videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening, to this young lady in an industry where there are not many ladies and people are listening. I appreciate you guys, really. I do appreciate you guys. So thank you so much. God bless you and have a good trading day. Somebody asked if I trade on Monday. Sometimes I trade on Mondays, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I'm feeling. I trade on Mondays, sometimes I don't. Yeah. So yeah, have a wonderful day. Bye guys. Bye everyone. Oh, Zoom.